So working in broadcast news, every now and again, a interesting story will come across the desk that I have to work on. And today, such a situation happened. So apparently a WWE N.I.L recruit was injured in a car accident last night. His name is Ferrari, and he's a sophomore with the Oklahoma State University wrestling program. So we have a couple accounts on this. First of all, Oklahoma State University states that Ferrari, as well as a sophomore runner, Isai Rodriguez, were both coming back from a practice that was held in Cushing, Oklahoma, a youth wrestling practice of some sort. Oklahoma Highway Patrol reports that Ferrari was driving up a hill in a no-pass zone and tried to pass 3 cars while driving up the hill and on Highway 33 in Perkins, Oklahoma. And apparently Ferrari's SUV strikes a pickup truck, and the SUV went off the road, flipped over. At that point, Ferrari was actually taken by lifeline to a nearby hospital. His dad states on social media that there was some internal bleeding and there fluid in the lungs, which were kind of impacting oxygen levels and things of that nature, but stated that everything was much better than it could have been, and said that there weren't any broken bones or any long-term health issues that should come about this. No concussions, thank goodness. And Oklahoma Highway Patrol also says that Rodriguez, the guy who was with him, was taken to a hospital via ambulance with head, arm, and leg injuries, but nothing too major. Is definitely expected to survive. Now, what makes this interesting for me anyway is Ferrari is a top recruit from Allen, Texas, and he's the best in his weight class, 197 pounds. So much so, he was actually recently signed to WWE's N.I.L Next in Line program. And so, all intents and purposes, he would probably be making his way to NXT after he graduates OSU, if he still stays on the same trajectory that he was on. I don't know if this particular crash will impact anything as far as his performance in Oklahoma State University or anything like that. But I would say that, this should be, based on what I've read and the accounts I've seen, a somewhat speedy recovery based on what happened. So I don't think it would necessarily affect his long-term goals and aspirations as far as the WWE deal is concerned. But thankfully, Oklahoma Highway Patrol did state that everybody involved was wearing their seatbelts. So fortunately, the situation could have been a lot worse than what it was. The woman that was in the truck that they struck wasn't hurt at all, so that's good as well. So based on the story, for all intents and purposes, this is a much better outcome than it could have been, thankfully. But I just thought it was an interesting story that I wanted to share and document for anybody who wanted to check it out. So thanks for watching.